Folks, ladies, gentiles, elephants, and crocodiles, here we are again. Oh, there's just so much, folks, so much. We haven't even touched the Von Helton shit or any of the other cows. Let me tell you. Like I said it last night, 2024 is off to a strong start. Ladies and gentlemen, as you know, we had the epic throwdown. Everybody's been covering this. You guys have probably seen more of this than I have, so I mean, I don't even need any introduction. Now, I know I said last night at the end, it's kind of a bookend, as like a fairy tale ending to the big fight, was that no one ever heard from Rev again. Yes, I know, he streamed again. I just wanted to go to bed, alright? So, yes, he did stream later that day. And then, of course, as you can see over on Graveyard Flowers channel, God bless her little soul, doing God's work, folks, sifting through this crap so we don't have to. I haven't even looked at the Instagram. Maybe there's more, maybe there's less. I don't know. But she's been putting up the stuff. Look, folks, we got like 3 hours worth of fucking content since this meltdown. So, I'm just taking a look here. Obviously, I don't want to sit through all of this. But I thought it was an interesting progression, right? So we had them, like, you know, put aside the fact that they left the internet again, what, like a week ago or something? But they had actually come out. They already addressed this with this chick sending him pics and all this. And Shanny addressed it with Rev wasn't cheating. We covered it in the last stream, in our Weirdo Wonderland stream. And then, of course, we had the epic fight. But watch the progression of the stream. So he comes back later, and it's prayers for jobs and other stuff. So it always goes back to the Jesus. So anyways, we'll check that out. I don't know. But then it's really interesting. The next day is the stream, I'm sorry, Shanny. Right? You know that was a long, long night that they had some deep conversations, I'm sure. Then we got the next one. Rev is done with the nonsense. Done with it again, folks. Just done. But then he comes back the same day and does another almost hour-long stream. Shanny derangement syndrome, sorry. Because you know it's the troll's fault that he has a private, super secret email called Eager Beaver Pleaser, where he gets women online to send nudes to protect Shanny, mind you. I know it looks bad on the surface, folks, but you gotta... Anyways, it's to protect Shanny. It's to save her from seeing titties. And I don't get this, because this was the couple not that long ago. Well, first of all, she claims to be a lesbian, actually, and loves to see women. And they were together prowling the internet, trying to find young girls to come over. Remember it's funny this girl's name is Ashley, because wasn't that the name of the girl? The epic, like, remember that, like, 14-hour stream with Von Helton, or the 4-hour, whatever it was? And they were literally, like, making out on the bed over this blonde chick that was in the stream with them, talking about getting her over and stuff. So now, all of a sudden, you know, Shanny's offended by... But anyways, that's beside the point. So we got the blame the trolls, blame everybody else for their obsession with Shanny, which got Rev caught trying to redirect nude pics. And then finally, folks, today, we have forgiveness. Forgiveness. Now look, like I said, I don't want to go through all this, and I want to give Graveyard Flowers a chance to get some views on this. So if you're not subscribed, you haven't checked it out, give it a thumbs up, go over, give it a view, give it something. Give her something, folks. There's the link. Of course, you'll get it before you hear this, but that's okay. It's okay. Folks, you're going to have to guide me. I'm going to start with this one, the one that was right after the fight. And you guide me. If there's anything even worth watching, or just skip this one and go right to the good stuff, you let me know. Because I haven't had time today to go through any of this crap. I know it's been covered. I know this person, that person, the Shanny aficionados have already clamped onto this, I'm sure. But let's get caught up. For us, for our little corner of the internet, folks, let's get caught up. And is it ketchup or catsup? That's been a debate in the THN lately. So anyways, let's get into it. See what we got. Folks, thumbs it up, by the way. Alright, there we go. Let's see if my commie internet... There we go.
We need prayer. right now.
Oh, golly. What's with the fucking music? Is this Graveyard add the music, or does that Shanny? Because that sounds like it's a very Shanny-ism thing to play this music in the background. It's just like, I don't mind it, but let's get some variety. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I don't know what's with the Mexican fiesta music. Is that from a video game? Is that from one of her little fucking... I don't know.
Yeah. Because our struggle has gotten even worse. Mm-hmm. You want to say?
Well, it appears, and I don't know what the hell's going on, but the first of the month came and our EBT did not come through. And now it's the 3rd, and it still hasn't come through. We've tried to call them.
They said it was an error?
Yeah. We did get somebody the first time on the EBT line, tech support, whatever, and they told us it was a clerical error and everything was okay, and we should have had it on the 1st. But 2 days now have gone by and it's not gone through. So we're like, really, like, what the hell? And now when we try to call the EBT hotline thing for the help, nobody answers and they hang our call up. So something weird's going on.
Yeah.
Something is weird. We're told everything's fine, no problem, and no money for it. I mean, people rely on this to live.
We need prayers for food and for Jason to get a job.
Yeah, sure, of course. That too.
We need prayers for that. Big prayers.
Yeah.
It's just like I'm at the point in my life where I'm already going through enough as it is medically that I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done. I give up. I surrender. Like,
yeah. You're holding the white flag up.
I'm really tired of struggling.
Yeah.
Everything I do is a struggle. And you know what? It's like, Jesus, take the wheel. I can't do it anymore, Lord Jesus. I don't know how to function anymore. I don't know how to feel anymore. All I know is I can't do it anymore. I'm exhausted.
Yeah,
physically, mentally, emotionally exhausted.
And the one thing we had bringing food in is not here now. Like, this is crazy. This is really bad. And completely random, with no explanation.
Is this... Okay, I'm going to let him explain, but this is the pussy provider he's talking about? Wouldn't give them $50 and pussy?
There's no explanation. Just, oh, you're fine. Everything should be fine. Yeah, well, it's not.
It's not.
It's not fine.
No. There's something really wrong going on in this world right now. And all I can say is, please, Jesus, come.
Yeah.
Oh, Shanny. Shanny. Come on, that's... Even I'm an atheist, and that's a little bit, that's pretty crass. I don't think I'd be asking. Anyways, folks, I'm just noticing, Graveyard, if you're watching this video either live or tomorrow or next week, I'm just noticing Graveyard Flowers is so close to 1,000 subs. 82. Folks, less than 20. We're talking 18 subscribers away. Can we make dreams come true as a community here tonight? Can we do it? Maybe? Maybe? Get close, and if you're watching tomorrow, maybe can you go over and give her a sub? I mean, what we got? We just started rocking and rolling, but I think we're around 100 live viewers or something now. I'm sure 18 people that haven't subscribed. I'm sure you got a sock account or something. Can we get over 1,000, folks? Please, folks.
Your servants are overcome, and I'm way too tired to deal with this anymore.
There you go.
You know, Jesus says, my yoke is light, so cast all your burdens upon me. He wants you when you're in, some kind of trouble. He wants you to rely on him. He wants you to tell him your problems, and he wants to help you with your problems. So, I give it all to Jesus. I just need a prayer chain to alleviate and elevate the light that's coming through, and just make it shine as bright as possible as a beacon of hope.
Foods.
The Lord said he will provide, and I believe in him.
Me too.
Don't I feed the crows in the field? He says. I believe him. I believe he will feed me. I believe he will help my husband get a job that the Lord wants him to have.
Yeah, exactly.
And I believe that God will help me get my health in order so I can live.
Yeah, when you're holding hands with Jesus in the garden of the new heaven and you get your glorious body. We've heard this before. I noticed that little caveat she shoved in there, right? The job that Jesus intends him to have. That's the thing, folks, and I don't want to harp on this, but that's the thing with prayer. There's three possible answers: yes, no, and wait. So right now, that's the thing. It's not that he's been avoiding work. It's that Jesus has just said, wait for the right job. I would say the right job is anything that's going to fucking get them out of their uncle's house, but, I mean...
To see my sons graduate and become the men that they're meant to be.
Amen.
That's all that matters to me in this world. Everything else, I don't care. I want my husband to feel secure. I want to feel secure.
Mm-hmm.
I want my health back, and I want my sons to know that I will love them forever, evermore. Mm-hmm. And I want to see them become who they truly are, because that's always what my wish was as a mother, is for them to become who they want to be, not who I want them to be. And I'm very proud of them, because they're very good people.
Yep, that's right.
Very good people.
And if you know our different financial app addresses, and you can help us, please do. It's rough. This is not an e-begging video, it's for prayer, but if you can, it would help us tremendously.
Yeah, man.
Because this was unforeseen.
Yes,
completely unforeseen.
Yes, it was, but my instincts was saying something's not right. I knew it.
Yeah, you were right.
Yeah, I knew it. Because we usually receive a notice.
Yeah.
And we didn't get that.
Well, he said it was literally a clerical error.
I know.
With Lackawanna.
How long will it take for them to fix it? I don't know.
Exactly. In the meantime, we're just in a very bad spot. It's very bad. It's our food.
No, they don't have work training here. They got rid of it here.
They closed the office in Scranton. That's unheard of. I called the number and it said it was this number's no longer in service. I can't believe that. They just shut it down. It's because there was people always outside the building. I remember driving by that all the time. There would be a line, literally, a block.
They couldn't handle it.
They couldn't handle it. There's too many people that need the help.
Yeah.
So they just shut it down. They didn't double down and get another building and move to a different building and have facilities for people to wait appropriately, not outside. There's literally people outside the building.
Don't you love the government?
No, but we can bomb now more Middle Eastern people. Okay?
Yeah, there's that.
We can do that, though. It's unbelievable, disgusting, ridiculous country at this point. It's pathetic.
We don't want to feed our people. We want to bomb people.
Let's bomb brown people again.
Let's be racist some more here in America.
And I know that our soldiers were attacked, and that's horrible. But could we talk first? Do we have to go to bombing immediately? And this is Biden, who's supposed to be Democratic Party, which is, hey, hell no, we won't go. We don't like war. Amen. I'm with that. But now they're like, war is great, man. Let's get the wars.
Yeah.
What the hell is
I'm
going
for
on?
the progressive movement.
Me
because
too.
they're the
Yeah.
only movement that's actually talking about helping the American people.
Bernie types.
Love you, Bernie.
Yeah, I love Bernie too. Give it to him. Give him a try, man. He's been in politics forever. A voice in the wilderness, just screaming to the clouds. The clouds.
The thing is that the progressives are the only ones who's talking about actually helping the people instead of these stupid fucking issues that don't really fucking matter.
Yeah, the main parties are... The Democrats are just saying everything's great.
Which is a bullshit lie.
Which is not true.
Yeah.
And then the Republicans are saying everything is literally falling apart and we might as well destroy it anyway.
Yeah, so
That's
they're delaying everything until Trump gets into office, so they don't care about helping the American people right now. It's like, oh, you can wait.
Yeah, the
Oh,
Republican...
yeah, thanks.
Republican Party's acting like nihilists. They're
Yeah,
just, let's
yeah,
just
and
burn it all
they
down.
don't care about the people anyway because they're anti-food stamps, Social Security, everything.
They are.
So fuck them.
They're part of the reason this probably happened with our food stamps. You know that? I think there's tons of people going through delayed payments. And I guarantee the Republicans probably had something to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
They want to shut this shit down.
They do.
Aid programs.
They do.
Well, that's great. You're going to have a lot of hungry, angry people on the street.
Hunger is a real thing.
Need a Snickers bar, and now a Snickers bar is $3. Okay.
Hunger is a real thing, and when the people go hungry, they'll get violent.
Yeah, pitchforks. I want my bread.
But I think that's the purpose. They want to put martial law, and it's all what stupid.
Well, I just want to say I'm pretty sure hangry is just a modern term that's come up in the last couple of years to sell Snickers bars, and it basically just means like in between meals, get a little hungry, get a little cranky before you eat. I don't think this equivalent of like being starved out by the government to the point where the people have to rise up and take pitchforks and fucking flintlocks or whatever the fucking case is and revolt. I don't. Anyways.
Fucking Alex Jones used to talk about that's what they want to do.
It's real. Yeah.
But Alex Jones is a traitor to the cause.
He sold out. Yeah.
Like
Trump.
most of MAGA. Instead of being like, oh, we need to help the country and stop people from doing this stuff, they want to become the people who do that stuff.
Now, I know that Alex got in the mindset of, look, I have to take care of my family. And if I'm running for my life from the elite my entire existence, I can't provide for my family.
Straightforward, all of the political parties are full of shit.
Yes.
Full of shit.
Yes. And the progressives within the Democratic Party are, I think you're right, they're the only, like, shining...
They're the only ones talking about what they want to do for the people.
Yeah, and it is all social programs.
Yeah, to help people.
I don't see how that's wrong.
Which I can't say that those social programs wouldn't help people, because they would.
No, in the capitalist economy that we have, where it's proven now that the 99% are going to have nothing, and the 1% are going to have everything.
Yeah.
We should go to a socialist economy for the good of everybody.
At this point,
because capitalism failed because of greed. Period.
Yes.
That's it. Go to socialist or communist system, because you're going to have people killing each other for food when the system comes down.
Yeah.
Which it's starting to. I really believe that's part of this. There is a money flow issue.
Yeah, because they gave all the money to war. Endless stupid wars.
Insane.
Okay. All right. I see. The two political parties in America are death cults.
Yeah.
Because they do not care about the American people.
The Republican Party looks more anti-war now. They're saying no to Ukraine. Right. They say it's not for the right reasons. But
all right, we've heard this shit.
Military-industrial complex is absolutely just horny for it. No,
we've heard this ramblings before.
No, you're
tell you what,
games with us. That's evil.
That's what we're gonna do, because we got other shit to cover. You guys have probably all seen this. I haven't seen this yet, so I'm gonna let the audience decide. I know it's delayed. I'm gonna keep playing this for another minute or two. You guys tell me if this one's worth even watching, because if it's all this kind of shit, I don't care. Right? I don't give a fuck about their political opinions and their flip-flopping and their, whatever. We'll get to the juicy stuff. So you guys tell me. You tell me.
I don't care if you're a veteran. You're a piece of shit at this point. We're starving people, man. That's disgusting.
I don't care. He's the type of person who'd rather bomb first, ask questions later, so fuck him too.
And dangle some money in front of us and oh, look, I was going to give you this.
So fuck you too, warlord. Fuck you too. Bomb first, ask questions last. Fuck you.
You're a liar. You weren't going to give shit.
Nah. I'm a woman, thanks. Good. You take away from your natural abilities as a woman to care for others. Instead, you need to argue for the sake of argument.
No, and then dangle money like,
hoorah, baby, hoorah!
Look at this, I was going to give this to you. That's disgusting to do to people that are literally fucking starving. That's repulsive behavior.
Exactly, Ashley. Bark first, then bite.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, I'm not gonna bomb first and then ask questions later. I'd rather talk. Was this an?
So that was my next question too, because I know Graveyard Flowers, the sequence that she uploaded the videos, but I was thinking this is just too relaxed and mellow in the daytime, out in the background, later afternoon. I wasn't sure if this was after or before the fight, but someone's saying it's before the fight. So if that's the fucking case, I don't even give a fuck. Let's get into the fucking I'm sorries and shit, folks. Alright, here we go. Videos. I guess I could have just got it from the home thing, but... Alright, so that's that. That's before the fight.
Someone get a hold of GBM now!
Hannibal's Lawn Service donated $5 through Super Chat. Well, Rev and Shanny, if you were to contribute to society, imagine.
Just imagine. Yeah, thank you very much. I do appreciate that. Folks, if you're just joining, we're just kind of skimming through, getting caught up with the afterglow, aftermath of the Rev and Shanny big fight. So let's skip that. Let's go to Shanny. I'm sorry. Right now.
Okay. The last video was deleted by Shanny. She felt the want to delete that. That's her call, and she did that. I'm going to buzz past all the context, because why have it? I'm sure that video is going to be on reaction channels and you guys could see what happened. But I want to come on here and make a legitimate apology to number one Shanny. Because when my bipolar mind, and it's all in my head, I know this, because my therapist has tried to talk me through this and make me understand all this stuff. But specifically when somebody comes at me with accusations and I try to address in a truthful manner, which is what I did, what happened with this in the email, and I know it looks bad. I know it does. But my intention was to not have this woman send any other fucking picture to Instagram. So I was directing, if she has to, because she seems impulsive and just like porn addiction for me. One day I could just get up and I'll have a bad day and I could look at porn for whatever reason. I won't even remember it and it doesn't even mean anything to me, but I'll do it. If you know about porn addiction, that is how it works. It's very reckless. You do these things on a whim completely. And it could just be because you were stressed out that day or something and you feel relief from that. I don't even understand that. But this is what my therapist I've discussed this with my therapist, and it's that quick, the dopamine thing. You get a hit of something from that if you've been addicted to it. I don't even like pornography anymore. I abhor it because I think it's lessening sex between people, and that should be a very high thing, a very highbrow thing, sex between two people. That's how I feel about it. But I want to apologize to her mainly because when my bipolar goes off, I start throwing shit like you're a pig, you're disgusting, you're a fucking sack of shit. And none of that is how I feel about Shannon. So I went off on this tirade of total bullshit just because she asked me a question about this email, which I tried to explain truthfully, which I did. I explained it truthfully. She don't believe me of that. She believes it was 100% me looking to get her pictures. It's just not the case. But I can't convince her of that. So I don't know what the future holds with this. But I want to publicly apologize to her, number one, to Shanny, number one, that the shit that I threw was my bipolar bullshit coming out. And she says that's just an excuse. Well, you want to say it's just an excuse? It's an excuse. I call it a reason because I have issues. I have problems, which I am pursuing to take care of. But I went off on tirade, used horrible language, and expletives that do not apply to Shanny. In reality, that is not how I feel about her. Throwing shit is something that my family, it runs in my family. My grandfather would say horrible things to my grandmother, and she was everything to him. He couldn't have lived without her. But he would say horrible things. And it's like, oh, that's just Buddy. It's not right. It's not right. It's disgusting. And I pray to Jesus Christ that he can take that from me completely so it never happens. And no, this is not me being cucked to Shanny and making an apology video. This is me apologizing for something that should be apologized for, and that's berating her with words that are not true, even in my own mind. They just fly out like arrows out of a fucking bow with no direction. That's what it is. It's cymbals clanging, like Paul said. It means nothing. This is not me admitting infidelity, because no infidelity took place. I had absolutely zero intention of talking to this girl in that way, in any way, in front of Shanny or not in front of Shanny. I had zero intention of that. But I'm sorry to Shanny and to all you guys for the disgusting shit that spilled out of my mouth. Because that's exactly what it was. It was disgusting bullshit that I don't even believe. So that's it. That's why I came on here, and this video will stay on here. Unless Shanny don't want it on here. I don't see why she wouldn't want it on here. This is me literally telling you, yeah, I was in the wrong with that. With the expletives and the ad hom attacks. Because they always come from a place of anger. It's not any kind of logic. It's just spew it. Because I feel attacked. And that's what I've told my therapist. It's always when I feel cornered and attacked that you're telling me I'm lying about what happened with this fucking email. And I'm not lying. My intention was that you never see this shit in your Instagram again. But I just should have said again to her, which is what I said in the beginning on Instagram, that I should have said, do not send us pictures, period. Nothing. And actually, the best case scenario would have been right from the beginning, we just block her. Because she was from Draven. It was dumb.
Yeah, and you're leaving out the part that like the email you redirected her to was called Eager Beaver Pleaser. Yeah.
This whole thing was dumb, and I hope we can survive this. Because I love Shanny. And I fucked up. I hurt her with words again. So God save my soul. Yeah, I'm sorry to everyone, but especially Shanny. And I hope we can get through this. Peace out.
All right, folks. Let's see. Let's move to the next chapter because I think like everybody, he's had enough, folks. He's just done with the bullshit. He's just done with the bullshit. Let's do it.
Hello, hello, hello. So, that was a rough one yesterday. And I think I've fully understood my wrong in what I was doing, which was mainly throwing shit when I should have been taking a breath.
And by the way, thank you everyone out there. I see that she is now on a refresh, 1K subscribers. Thank you very much, folks. Thank you. Thank you.
My therapist would have absolutely said, whoa, Jay, when I was in this mode, what you guys saw, and I just let it live. My therapist would have said to me right there, she would have stopped me and said, do you see what you're doing right now? Do you see how you're throwing the insults and there's no reason to be really? You're just feeling attacked and you're doing this. So yeah, that was a rough one yesterday. But I'm going to tell you the only reason that this has happened in this way is that these people conspire. They go in Discord, think about as much as they can think about to plan and plot to destroy people's fucking lives. I'm telling you, that's the truth. That happens on a daily basis. Shanny is, hi Stacy. Shanny is still feeling it. You can laugh all you want in the emojis. Go ahead and laugh. I know. It's really funny to see two people that actually love each other fight. You like get off on that stuff. Yeah. Thank you, that girl with the cute kids. I appreciate you. We'll get through it. But yeah, this hi bling and things, hi Gucci trolls. So it's... We woke up today to look in my email, which I should just delete that account. It's just I have created so many music playlists because I've gotten either deleted channels or I've had to delete them because people were trying to hack me and they got through to my email and shit like that. I just want to have music to listen to, but I should just get rid of the fucking account. But we opened up the email and boom, there she is. Like, oh, this is like, she's still in this, like, seeming like she's pursuing me mode. Which is like, dude, I know from the start, none of this was genuine. I know that. None of this was organic. And I should feel, I guess, the way that Draven says about us, it's like, someday you're going to realize, guys, that nobody genuine wants to speak to you. I heard him say that, and I was like, you know what? I think he's right. We've been so harassed that the only people that choose to come to us is people that want to hurt us. That's really a sad state of affairs. But I think in general, aside from a few people that are kind and haven't shown that aggression, I think he's right. I really do. You just want to come in and create problems and then see some kind of dramatic blow up in a video. That's really, you're addicted to this. It's a dopamine hit. And it's very unhealthy, and it makes you do ungodly, horrible behavior. And it can trigger people into suicide ideation, horrible things. And you just laugh. Every time it comes up, why do you guys do this? We're doing it for the lulz. You'd be laughing at a person dead because they couldn't handle the bullying and they got to the edge and got pushed over the edge. This has happened many times on YouTube and other places. It's horrible. But you guys should know that this girl is still in my emails, pursuing me. Now, I do it this way, pursuing me, because I think it's all fake. She said right from the start, I pretty much found you from Draven's Crypt, and yeah, you're from Draven, so you're probably going to try and screw me in some way. You're probably going to try and make me say things that I shouldn't say. Stuff like that. I knew from the start. And that email, the language in it was fucking weird. It was a poorly crafted email of what I was saying to her. It was not to get her fucking nudes, because I'd already seen her nudes and was like, whatever. You know, I mean, if you have to know, you know, I'm into like pog, big butt white girls. And her ass was like flat. I saw it fast. It was fast. Because Shanny just went like this to me. And I'm like, oh, Jesus, okay. Block her. Block her. The only reason I ever came to this person in messages was to thank them for a donation. Somebody said, hey, this person gave some money. And they did. And then she dropped like $50 one day. And I'm like, holy crap, this is like incredible. We need money. We need money. And you guys hate it when I come on here and e-beg, right? You think it's pathetic and go suck dick, Rev, if you want money. That's what's said to me a lot. Yeah. It's funny. To see people suffer and starve is very funny. So yeah, if I see somebody that gives $50, first of all, I'm going to go to them and say, holy shit, because I know it's hard these days to give money to people. Thank you. That's the only reason I clicked on her name ever on Instagram. But that's what this was. It was the reaction assholes doing what they do. And Draven will tell you, no. Okay, I want people to know. I don't tell people to do anything. And I probably, in most cases, believe that. Have you never done that, Draven? I don't know. You probably have. Told so-and-so to go and do this to get Rev and Shanny. You've probably done that. Once or twice. But in this case, yeah, it probably is organic. I don't know if she really does like me in that way. I don't know. At this point, it doesn't matter, because what she's proven to be is a homewrecker. Because even after this stuff that happened last night, and she knows what happened, and she went to the reaction channels and gave them shit, it's clear what this is to me. It's like crystal fucking clear what it is. Break them up. We want the videos from the breakup. Well, I mean, you got some rage fest shit right there. We gave you some good content. And it was like 57 people in the room. Yeah. It's so disgusting that we have to be like screaming at each other horrible shit for viewership to spike like that. But it just shows me that what the main audience of where you get numbers is you got to act like a piece of shit. Abusive. And then you'll get views. That's gross. And I want nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it. I am going to do my best to stay off of this. She doesn't have your best interest. Cut her out of your life. That's exactly what we did. That girl with the cute kids. She's blocked on here, and she's blocked on the email for good. For good. It doesn't matter what money she gave. It doesn't. I said to Shanny, if I could give back the 150, roughly, I think it was around that money amount. Maybe a little more, maybe a little less. About 150 bucks. I'd go in the negative in another account, give it back to her. Because that shit's not worth it. To ruin your marriage, that I love my marriage, to ruin it, for the sake of a poorly crafted email where I was literally just trying to say, if you're going to send that type of shit and you can't help but send it to this email. Because it would go in a black hole and I ain't going to see it. I never used that email. The only reason I had that email was to create a YouTube channel that no one would know it was me ever, and have a music playlist. But then I started putting the smules on it, and I renamed it Rev and Shanny and wanted to do something, because I'm constantly...
that's why it was called Eager Beaver Pleaser. Yeah.
Constantly wanting to do something with this, because it was a big part of my life for a while. The YouTube thing was a big part of my life, and I really enjoyed it. But I have to remember that it's a new day. It's a new day in the treatment of people on these platforms. And I just have to remember that and never go back to it. Like karaoke, I love karaoke, and I think it's fun, and I don't care how good or bad I sound. I don't give a fuck. It's just fun. Like Von Helton, he used to do that shit all the time. He'd do karaoke and like stream it and stuff, you know? It's fun. It's just fun. So, yeah, she's probably going to be going around the reaction channels and making rounds and like maybe go to Teddy Bear and I don't know. Jules has been cool with us lately, but you know, maybe she'll show up on Jules and Geek Room, all those channels, and she's gonna say, yeah, I was his mistress and stuff like that. When there was like 2 emails, and that was it. Back and forth, 2, and all the Instagram shit. Now, could they could Photoshop fake shit, because they've done that. They could totally just create conversations easily. It's not hard. You can usually pick it up because you could see that something's out of place in the way the text looks. It's a little blurry and weird. Yeah. But they do that all the time. They create fake messages to incriminate people. So at this point, I'm just going to drop this shit. She's gone out of our lives. She ain't coming back. For no amount of money is worth that. To lose your marriage, it's not worth it. Unfortunately, by her behavior, she showed herself to be a home wrecky type of thinking woman.
Sorry, just really quick. I want a 1 in the chat or a 2 in the chat. How many out there think if someone walked up to Rev tomorrow with a check for $750,000 and saying, look, you could have this all back, just dump that fucking, the 550 pounds of fucking dead weight you got growing on the end of the couch. 1 in the chat, he takes it. 2 in the chat. I mean, it's possible. I actually kind of have a soft spot for Rev, but he's not the brightest bulb in the pack when it comes to this kind of stuff. So give me a 1, give me a 2. What do you think?
In the conversations I had with her where it was innocent and she was telling me about Norway, or she said she liked horror movies, or we were talking about like haunted stuff, and she was telling me about a time she went and toured like a haunted area, and she almost peed herself and stuff like that, whatever. She seemed like a pleasant person. But a homewrecker's a homewrecker, and it pretty much looks like that was your main goal. For either Draven, and you're just being paid by Draven to do this, and people like Draven, you're being paid. Or it was genuine, and you really thought I was hot, and you were doing it genuinely. I don't know. I don't care, because I'm married. I'm in a relationship that I want. And I love Shanny, and I feel like absolute shit. I feel like shit that this happened. So, that's about it. And no, I didn't create any of this. This person was inserted into our lives, I think, probably by reaction people. I won't keep putting it on Draven, because I don't know if it's just Draven. It's probably Draven, Drader, Dragnot, Geek Room, Frank, Bran, all of them. That's who put this in, not me. Not me. I didn't do shit. I sent a poorly crafted email. That's what I'm guilty of. Why would I ask? Listen, this is the last thing I'm going to say about it, for my own sake, to stand up for myself, because I had no sexual intention with this woman. You ask yourself, why would I ask for anything else when I'd seen everything on Instagram to see? I had already seen it and was like, oh, okay. I wasn't that impressed with what I saw. That's just truthful. I was like, oh, okay. But Shanny is the one that showed it to me, and it's like, yeah, oh my God. Like, just block her. She's done. Yeah. I gotta do my best to stay off of here. I gotta do my best to, I would love to stay in contact with nice people. And that's wonderful. Good stuff, cool stuff. But this, I am going to be literally, if I'm talking to a woman, I'm going to be like Shanny's next to me all the time. I'm going to be like, you see this? With every line, that's what I'm going to do. Because I don't want anything like this to ever happen again. I'm not going to, I thought you blocked her, man. You didn't block her?
Folks, this right here is exactly... If you ever see a Facebook profile where the couple just shares it, this is exactly how it gets to that point. This is the... You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're gone. Now you're blocked. That was her. That was her right there, and she's gone now. I thought you blocked her. Okay. Onward and upward, and hopefully people will stop trying to break two people up that really love each other a lot. And when left to our own devices, we just love each other. And it's really awesome. So, I love my marriage, and I love Shanny. And that's it. You want to say anything or no, hon? Okay. Jesus is king.
All right, so I got a feeling that our next video is going to be full rev mode here, full trying to get on Shanny's good side. She's been pretty quiet through these videos. You can see him looking over. You know who's sitting there at the end of the couch. So this is a long one. We'll see if it's worth it. We got the Shanny derangement syndrome. He's been a busy beaver. He's indeed a busy beaver pleaser. Oh God, can you imagine the acts that he would have to perform to make up for all this? Oh, I shudder, dude. Anyways, yeah. So we have all on the same day, apparently, if this is accurate. We got the I'm sorry. We've got he's done with the nonsense. Enough is enough, folks. And now we're on to Shanny derangement syndrome. It's like a countdown to forgiveness here. But yeah, let's savor it together, folks. Please thumbs it up. You know the drill. One bite, everyone knows the rules. It's all to the soundtrack of this lovely Mexican fiesta music. It's just,
You know, I heard individuals hating on my Star Wars hoodie. It's like, oh, he wears it for 3 weeks. What? First of all, I don't come on here enough for you to know anything about my fucking Star Wars hoodie. But I just heard that shit and I'm like, yeah, this thing smells fucking good. I wash my fucking clothes, guys. Like, there's something wrong with reaction channel people's brains. And that's why I'm making the video. I literally wanted to breathe fire and put my hand through a wall when I heard the bullshit, disgusting, just vomit that was coming from the mouths of Draven and whoever the fuck is degenerate asshole co-host is. These people think it's okay to just completely slander and lie about people all day, every day. And then people get like, well, oh, you know, if you were, this is the crazy part. If you respond one time, like they do this all day, every day to you, that you know that you're being slandered all fucking day, every day, and then you make one video saying, you know what, you're a lying sack of shit for saying this stuff because it's all untrue. And then they go, oh, see? You see, that person's bad because we bully them all fucking day. And then they finally came back and said, no, you're lying sacks of shit. And then you're the bad guy. That's what's been done to Shanny for, I don't even know. It's like 2011, whatever. That's a long time now. 13 fucking years. But the point of the video is to tell you about this, that this slander, and it's liable to, because it's all in the chat with these sacks of shit. They just, it's like a career. It's like a career. It's like, they've made this like an integral part of what they do in their lives, is to act like they know who we are, and then take one of our videos, which copyright, it's copyright infringement. What they do is not fair use at all. You still need permission from the creator for fair use. Okay? That's just a fact. So they're violating copyright on top of it.
Wrong.
Some of these people sometimes might be entertaining to some people. But the fact is that they take people and they make caricatures of them that don't even come close in any way to resembling the real life person.
So by this, what he means is literally taking your videos that you were just complaining about, things that come out of your mouth, the way you act. This is just the classic Von Helton defense, right? Oh, they chop up my videos and make me say things. No, motherfucker. This is context, right? You want context? Here's the fucking context. You show your ass on the internet, and people are going to point and laugh at it. Right? Like, am I in the wrong here, folks?
They manipulate and contort and mutate people into monsters for you to watch and either make fun of, point and laugh at, or get extremely angry at. Because these people's behavior is so disgusting. Look at what they do to their children. And then they'll bring, oh, if you got kids, you're done. You're done. If they want to get you and you have a YouTube channel and you have children, you're screwed. You should delete your channel. Unless you're like FGTV, who gets to smack his son in the face every day.
Well, I don't know anything about that, but I'm just saying, to be fair, Rev, right? Again, this is the Von Helton defense. You know, if you're going to allow your children to literally live in feces, and, you know, you decide to kick one of them, those might be grounds to have the children removed from your presence, right? I'm just throwing that out there as well.
And he gets paid millions of dollars to do it. Like actual child abuse on video. FGTV. My son wanted a shirt. Zachary wanted an FGTV shirt. And I was like, okay, Zach, you know. And he played me a video, and it was literally the father just, backhands the kid. And it's like, the kid's screaming in pain. This is okay. This is, like, cool to kids. I mean, it was like child abuse. Like actual child abuse on the video. And the guy has something like 170 some million subscribers or something like that. It's amazing to me. If you actually hurt people, then you can get ahead. Absolutely. But back to the subject matter. It's a constant demonization campaign. And it's all false outrage. Like, what about the children? And secretly, they, like, hate kids, all of these people. Do you get what I'm saying? But they'll stand there on a pulpit and go, oh, I am so friggin' holy, you know? Black Sabbath shirt. Okay, I am so holy. When they have corpses in their closets. Not pure, okay? But people, like, they just listen to this shit and then go, oh, that's true. That's true. How do you know? Shanny's a pill popper. Yeah, that's true. How do you know that? Who told you that? Where did you hear that? Have you seen pills in Shanny's hands ever?
Well, see, now
you believe lies.
You've backed yourself into a bit of a conundrum here, because Shanny has talked about doing pills, albeit she claims to be, like, you know, prescribed these drugs. But, you know, if it's the fact that she's never taken these, then she lied about it. See, this is the problem, Jason, when you guys come on and you show your ass on the internet and share your fucking shitty life, and then you get upset because people point their finger at the oddity, right? The bearded lady and the land whale, the freak show rolls into town, right? Like, come on. Just be real, dude.
It's because you want to believe a lie because it's salacious. It's like, oh, they're like that. That we're not, though. Oh, that's salacious. That's taboo. They're like that. They're the Bonnie and Clyde of YouTube. Do you know how fucking insane that is? That I'm a Blue Lives Matter conservative guy, basically. Not MAGA, not anymore. But I'm like Blue Lives Matter conservative dude that happens to smoke weed and is like a hippie type sort of too. Probably don't fit in the conservative thing anymore, but I digress. This is bullshit. It's okay if you read the book 1984, because this is what they do with both of us, but mainly Shanny. I am just attached to Shannon, so I am the lesser. You'll always hear that. We know Rev is an absolute sack of shit because of what he did to the kid. You know, that's given. But Shanny just deserves nothing good.
Alright, I see people getting all worked up about the fucking kicked in the head, didn't get kicked in the head, the fucking bullshit. So here's the facts as I know it, as I remember the whole thing, because I've seen the police report too. So the initial police report, when they were called, does cast a shadow of doubt of what actually happened. Because, of course, in Shanny's fucking version of the story, she doesn't, you know, she conveniently leaves out the parts where she was, like, instigating shit and threw a bag of fucking Ringos or whatever the hell it was at the time, I can't remember, fucking at him and got him going. All that was heard the night of was a thump from the other room, which I believe was first claimed to be a laptop slamming shut. He slammed the computer shut and left the room. That was the story. And then it turned into a day or two later, or whenever the hell it happened, the side of the kid's face was red, and they were blaming Rev, and he went off. His first video he made when he came back, he even said in it, well, I don't remember, but I guess I did, when he had to, like, repent for it and stuff. So, there is a shadow of doubt of exactly what went on. You know what I mean? And could it have just been Shanny being manipulative? No, never, right? Of course. That being said, since then, he has owned it, right? He has taken it on as his fucking whatever, right? For whatever reason. So whether he actually did it or not, I have no idea. You know, probably something went down. I don't know, right? But I'm just saying, he's accepted it. He's taken it as part of his fucking, I don't know, sentence of being fucking attached to this fucking thing that he calls his wife. He has taken on that burden as well of being a fucking child kicker. So, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, he kicked a kid because he's saying he did it. So, but that's the facts as I see them, folks.
I mean, that's incredible. You know, I am attacked because I'm attached to her. Before we got together, my audience was like all supportive Christian truthers. I had no problem. I didn't get bullied. I had none of that shit. And it helped that I had my own money. If you make your own beer, yeah, I got your own money, you're fine. Nobody can touch you. Nobody can get to you. But you got to preserve your capital. That's for fucking sure. But if you got money, you're going to be fine. Huh. Money and no kids. It's like, that's the ultimate combo. But yeah, in 1984, they have what's called the 10 Minutes Hate. And they put a picture of a guy with a big Jewish-looking nose on the screen. And his name was like Finkelstein or something like that, a very stereotypical Jewish name. And they would just scream at the picture and throw shit at it and treat it like, you're the enemy. And it was just a picture of a Jewish man. Okay? And that was Orwell's way of saying this is like, they're Nazis, you know, they hate Jews and stuff like this. That was fascist, you know. That was his way of saying that. But it's the same thing that they do with Shannon. They'll put her picture and my picture up there, and it's like, hate them, hate them, hate them. It's the same thing. And the question is, what did Finkelstein ever do? Nothing. They said he was a terrorist, but nobody knows what he was doing. It's just some guy that they said that's the bad guy and hate him. Osama bin Laden, definitely the same thing. Okay? That's the bad guy. Shit on his picture, you know? Put his picture in the toilet and have people shit on his face. Like they were doing that with bin Laden. It's the same thing. They create pariah figures for people to throw hate on. And if you happen to be that unlucky that you were in that position, because there are plenty of people that have been in that position, you're probably decimated. Like your life has been almost destroyed. Ours, because we were at the lowest point we could have been when we had to be staying at G-Man's, and then we go into that hotel, and what we had left was just lifted by drug dealers from us. Break into my car, take everything out of the Cadillac. I had the Cadillac filled with in the back with stuff of ours. Her makeup, her fucking huge, beautiful pink makeup case. They lifted it. They just took it. Criminal scum. And I'm sorry, I'll never support like crime and criminals and stuff. That's something that has become like a fad with GTA era of humanity. The crime is cool. Like on Hasanabi's fucking stream, these people are like, oh yeah, crime is cool, man. Yeah, it's not cool. Thieves are scum. Okay? That's where I would probably land conservative still. Because I think that way. Like, I'm not pro-crime. I'm not pro-drugs. Like, I smoke weed and I support weed 100% for human beings 25 years of age and up. I support weed 100%. But all the rest of it, I would wear a Dare shirt. And Shanny too, she's the same way. We're like Dare kids. You know? My mom had a Dare bumper sticker on, I think, the 93 Tracer we had. Before that, the old lady in Scranton that thought she was driving in the country smashed right into my mom. So like, whoa, pretty bad. And she thought she was out in the country in Scranton. And wrecked that Tracer. That was a nice car. 93 Tracer. But that's it. Literally, they think, and it should be illegal. I don't care. I am First Amendment, 100%. Like, I am pro-First Amendment. I'm pro-freedom of speech. But when you deliberately and habitually, every day, you make it your mission to personally destroy one person, or two people, or even a group of people, let's just say that. Like harassing a cult of people. Like, I'm not for that. Like, if you want to have your weird cult and you're not killing people and you're not sacrificing, you know, animals or some crazy shit, then you should be able to do whatever the hell you want. You know? Have your cult. But the fact is, the way you brand people, it's called poisoning the well. And then you go for employment, and if you got a lot of stuff out there on the internet, you're going to be royally screwed. I got lucky, and my name doesn't come up with much of anything anymore at all, which I'm very lucky and I'm happy about. Because I this dog shit, it's like the amount of stress that's come from all of this crap is insane. And I'm done with that shit. This negativity and, oh, let's get them. Let's get Shanny. Let's get them. Let's get them. Why? What the fuck? We're literally just two people with mental illness, both of us, trying to live life. And then you come in and you would send a whore in. and throw my email in a bunch of dating sites to make it look horrible for me. Like, this is Salah. Probably Salah's going through the same thing I have. He's probably experienced this type of shit. Because French fried fucking weirdos. Ugh, gross. And her crew, the way that they fucking get in people's lives, it's the same thing, man. Parasocial insanity. With you think you have any authority to tell somebody if they have to lose weight or not? You know, you harass a person that live streams their whole live stream. But hey, what about your blood sugar? Like, shut the fuck up and leave. If they're not talking about their health and it's a health live stream, why are you bringing up the fucking person's blood sugar? It's to piss them off. And it's juvenile and it's actually emotionally damaging. You're damaging people emotionally for your entertainment. And that's what happened with this woman. I ain't put myself out of this because I really had no fucking...
There it is, folks.
Really.
Oh, here it is, folks.
I mean, she's not ugly. No, you're never going to get me to say she's ugly because she's not. But I was not like, oh, you know? No. I mean, that's just the facts. No, I wasn't like that. But you find out they come from the same people. It's always the same fucking people that manage to embed themselves in, and then it's like, okay, you're talking to this person, and bam, they're gonna fuck you up, man. And it's so weird. It's like they will act genuine. They'll act very genuine that, yes, you know, I hear all the bullshit that's said about you, and I know it's bullshit, and people just hate on you because they feel like it sounds very genuine what they're saying of how they actually feel about the situation, and then they'll just take the shiv out and put it right in your side. You don't know when it's coming. You don't know when it's going to come, but it could be a month later or a year later, and any time in between. Okay, that they could decide, like Lisa Anderson. It's always the same thing. It's love bomb, then fuck you. It's the same. It's always the same. Here's money. I want to talk to you. Then we start talking to them. They give money, and we talk to them. And oh yeah, I think you're great, and everybody thinks you're great, and actually these haters are all full of shit and all that stuff. Then a week later, they'll be on fucking Dragnauts or whoever the motherfuck ever going, oh, look at what Shanny and Rev did defrauding an old woman out of her money. She couldn't even pay for her own drugs, which was total bullshit. She was saying that she was doing pretty good at what she was doing. This type of thing. That looks sick and awesome. Oh. That's the deal. As far as I could see, I think it was a setup from the start with this Ashley chick. But for her credit, I'll say that she was pretty straightforward up front. She said, I'm from Draven's Crypt. So you know what you're getting right away. Right there. You hear that, you go, okay, I know that you're probably going to try and hurt me in some way. You're going to try and probably make me say things that could get me in trouble with my wife. That immediately was in my head. Just by telling me that. You're up front. Yeah, I'm from Draven's Crypt. Oh, you want to fuck me in the asshole? Oh, okay. I'm from Draven's Crypt. Oh, you want to destroy my life. Hey, what's up? Huh? You think I'm ignorant to this shit? Of course I'm not. I'm not an idiot. I know what Draven's channel is. They hate on us all day, every day, especially her. The shit that they say about her should be illegal because it's bullying a mentally ill individual. It's what they do, what Draven does on his channel every day if it's about us is totally against terms of service, and he could get sued for violating and harming a mentally vulnerable individual. Because BPD is extremely serious. Look at the suicide rates of BPD. Hey, that girl with the cute kids, God bless you. Yeah. My God. We got Watermelon here. She's being cute. Yeah, hello. Hi, girl. You say hi to people. Oh, there she is. That's a ghost. Growl. We love our Watermelon. She's very cute. You heard her. Yeah, hi, Watermelon. Everybody say hi, Watermelons. She's a good girl, and we love her. But, man, I was just thinking, oh, God, you know, I'm going to break up with Shanny. We have to rehome the cats. That was so horrible. And I'm sick of that shit. Anything that's going to jeopardize my fucking marriage, anything that could even come close to touching that shit is going to be out of my life. Because happy wife, happy life, and I love Shanny, and I want her happy. But the level of slander that happens to her should be legal. It is not within the First Amendment to mentally and emotionally torture people. You say, well, you don't have to watch the content, but the consequences. We can't avoid the consequences. That's when things become harassment situations. If by no fault of your own, you have an individual that gets obsessed with you, and they try and mess with you in your everyday life, all day, every day, you have a situation where you can have actionable shit on them. To have the cops come and say, nope, you can't be around here. You can't be around this person because you have displayed weird, abusive, really strange behavior. But it really makes me sick. It's disgusting. The vile shit that's spewed about Shanny. It's really disgusting. For myself, it's whatever. I hear that stuff, and I've been so absolutely lied about. That baby carrot stuff, you know, I've been completely lied about, and all of this dog shit. And I hear things like that now, of the type of stuff I hear from Draven and his co-host, and it goes in one ear and it's right out the other, and I don't give a fuck at all. I understand that as a court jester, YouTube person, whatever, the court jester can be humiliated. If I just want to be an entertainer, which is pretty much what I've wanted to be since not doing Bible prophecy stuff anymore, is be an entertainer, then yeah, make fun of me, and that's cool. That can be comedy. But what you want to do has very little to do with comedy. Actually, it's extremely dark and the type of stuff that you would find on the dark web. Your goal is to have somebody self-terminate. That's your goal. You would love that. That would be your ultimate fucking ending for everything. You psychopaths, before Shanny and I got together, were saying that this is going to probably end in a double homicide, you know, quadruple homicide, suicide. You were putting that on us from the beginning with no understanding of who either one of us are. I'm sorry I'm ignoring the chat. You know, I love you guys. I love you Gucci trolls. I see you there. You always say good things. But I'm trying to just get this out because it needs to be said. The level of outlandish demonization of Shanny. It's outlandish. It's absolutely, thank you for the hearts. Whoever, that's probably Gucci trolls. It's outlandish the amount of vitriol and shit that's spewed about her. It really makes me, it shows me that there's something way more with Shanny, that it's like it's prophet type stuff. She's called shit, you know, legit. The life of a prophet is blessed, but you're ostracized. You're pushed out of everything. You're made to feel like nothing. But that's by design, because the world is like that. And the prophets are touched by God, so. It's an insane level of irrational, mostly contrived events, but it's irrational. But it's a collective little package of events that they will play over and over and over again. That was one time, years and years and years ago. In some cases, we're talking 6-7 years ago, of somebody on some stream going some expletive word. Usually the N-word. That's what they'll get you on that. See, they said that, they're horrible, and then they'll play it over and over and over again, and you become just that. You become the you know, the BBW white woman that said the N-word, and that's it. That's branding. That's what Trump talks about, branding a lot. He's a brand man. My name in lights. With Asa Hutchinson, he calls him Ada because he needs, like, he has maladies. Aid. He needs aid. So he calls him Ada. Branding. He's such a disgusting human being. I don't think there's anybody that's probably lived in history that's as gross as this guy. Probably in Roman Greek times. You'd have to go back then to find something worse than Trump, I think. But, the basic point is I made it, and that it's inhuman. It makes no sense. The amount of vitriol and shit that comes at Shanny. There's no explanation for it other than like prophet level persecution. And I think that's probably what it is. She talks to God, and she's called shit before it's happened on time. Boom, boom. She has that type of thing going on. But you insert a person, and I don't care if they came of their own volition. Like you, Draven, you said I don't send people to do things. Do you realize you don't have to say that to them for them to feel like that you're telling them to? Because you so disgustingly slander and put all of this shit on us that we're these horrible people. What do you think their people might do? They're gonna want to act and do bad things to you. You don't have to say, go get Shanny and Rev. That's not how it works. Just by showing how much you dislike and how horrible we are, people could go, and it's called stochastic terrorism. It's called stochastic terrorism. It's what Trump people do. It's what Trump does. You slander somebody horribly to your audience and then go, I'm not saying get them, but get them. Proud boys, stand back and stand down. You know, it's the language. We're not telling you to get these people, but man, look at how horrible they are. You don't have to tell someone to come get somebody when you slander them all day and say they're horrible fucking people that don't deserve food. Basic living needs like bread. Ruby Freeman and Shay Moss, when they were spewing that crap about them, that they had USB hard drives, and were dumping votes for Biden in the machines. Do you realize the amount of death threats these girls got, these women, mother and daughter? They got a huge settlement out of it, and they should. It's crazy. But it's the consequence. It's stochastic terrorism, and it will destroy your life. If we were still in the habitat, we'd never ask for money ever. We'd be giving money to people all the time. Because I would have been a multimillionaire with the amount of Apple stock I had. Multimillionaire. If you left us alone in Colorado. No, you had to swat us and got us kicked out of there, and then we ended up in a place that was way too much money. Destroyed our lives. Because of you guys. Yep. And I know you get off on that, though. So it's like it's not negative to you to realize, oh, wow, I ruined 4 people's lives, 2 children. Wow, I ruined their lives. Is it cool? Yeah, you're going to, on Judgment Day, I don't think you're going to like it. I mean, was it worth it? I want you to remember my words. Like people like Draven and Dragnot and all of these guys. When you're standing before God on Judgment Day, because I don't give a fuck if you're an atheist, you're going to stand before God and you're going to have to be judged for the things that you've done. And if you think it's okay to hurt 2 little children, adolescent boys, whatever you want to call them, lives, innocent children, that they are at the time. You want to tear their parents' lives apart for your entertainment? God's going to tell you something. You're going to have to pay for it. You might never pay for it here, because what lawyer will take dog shit cases like this from YouTube? Not many. Hey, Alina Habba, you know? Take my YouTube case. Take me and Shanny's YouTube case. There's real world consequences to constant slander. Not to mention the emotional damage that's done by it going through it for years. And now you got a Shanny that's like, I don't even want to talk to people. Because everybody hurts me. And that includes me, because I do. I fuck up. You know, I ain't perfect, and I do fuck up. I have moments of whatever. I fuck up in some way. It's not even me. I'm not perfect with that either. But this is deliberate harm. I don't do it deliberately, ever. It's my fucking head. What they're doing is just deliberate harm. We want you to self-terminate. Because they're dark, they're into it. People that think that blood sexy and all this stuff, they're like that. They're into it. You know, ain't good. Ain't good for any normal individual. But to them, they're into it, man. They like it. You know, knives, shit like this. Red flags. You're not passing vibe checks. Overly fascinated with blood and knives and weirdness. And you think you can watch me in a couple videos over the years on the internet and know me. That in itself is mentally ill. To think that you could be capable of knowing who I am as an individual by just watching my series of YouTube videos over the years. That just what? No. You want to live with me for a year, then you're starting to know who I am and all of my little eccentricities and fucking things that will drive you crazy over time. You know, mania and pacing, shit like that. You're gonna start. You live with that for a year, and you can still rock with it after the year. Then okay, you're starting to maybe start to understand who I am a little bit. But watching my YouTube videos over years, where I could be feeling this one day and here's that video. I could be feeling that way that day and I want to teach this or talk about this in the news or some shit like that, and that's on my mind. What does that tell you about who I am as a person? It doesn't tell you jack shit about who I am as a person. But they love to take singular events. They love to take singular events and lay that at your feet as who you are. Someone says the N-word once in anger, you're a racist. It's crazy. Not necessarily. You see, if there's a pattern of behavior, like you look at David Duke's life, he's clearly a racist. Yeah, and he would probably embrace that, David Duke. I believe in white superiority. Yeah. It's slander, for lack of any better terms. It's constant, everyday hammering into a group of people's minds that you are demons, that you're demonic, that you're from Satan, and like they don't even believe in Satan, whatever. Right? It's just you're bad people, man. And society should do something about people like this. That's what, and it's ridiculous. I mean, we're literally just two people trying to live life and dig ourselves out of a ditch that was created by this, by all of the stuff I'm talking about in this video. We're in the situation we are because of this, and we're a testimony. Like, if you come on the internet, be very careful and remain as private as you can be, and do not tell people everything about your life. Don't share or don't overshare. I did this on my Revelation News channel. You keep it about the content of what you're doing on your channel. Have a subject matter for your channel and stick to it. Very rarely talk to audience. Minimum. You get a good tip on something, like I was in Bible prophecy. If I got a good idea from somebody and they said, look into this, I look into it. Yeah, I'm going to do a video on that. That type of thing. That's cool. Use them for your content to help you make more content. Yeah, do that. Personal, don't do it. I mean, Cinnamon Toast Ken, he said, my success is coming from my non-communication. I don't even look at comments anymore. Once you get there, you get to that level where you're 1 million. He's like 5 million or something. You don't need no one. You have an automated income stream at that level of sub. Your channel is an income stream. You do a video every week, you get 1 million views, you got some income for the boom. Next week, another 1 million views, boom. In the bank. You don't need any audience member anymore. But people still watch Ken. They love Ken. I kind of miss watching him. He just gets really, with the it's the same thing. The reaction channel, I feel like sometimes, but the last time that we were me and Shanny were watching Ken, I felt like I was watching Dragnaut. Like, very harshly judging people and like we know they're bad. You don't. You're seeing a facade. You're taking these programs that are on like MTV, you know, produced reality TV shows, and you're going, that person's definitely bad. Yeah, this weird creepy stuff like women that are old into young, like really 16-year-old boys or whatever. Yeah, that's weird. But we'll make a show out of it, you know? But you're judging people by the scripts that they're going through on the show? It's a fucking TV show. Still, you're judging them as humans, you know? That's crazy.
Earl has
But
just
that's what
donated
the media...
$2 through Super Chat. So I'm guessing they are okay now.
Yeah, well, Rev seems to be in the suck-up phase. He's making the Shanny's pretty quiet. She's licking her wounds, you know. Yeah, that's where we're at. Forgiveness is next. So he's already done the I'm sorry. The next one is, I guess, a call for forgiveness or something. We'll get into that in a minute. Folks, if you're just joining, please thumbs up the stream. Stick around. We got a little bit more to get through. And thanks, Earl. I do appreciate it.
It's a combination, this 24/7 news cycle, dramatized news. That whole era, the Fox News era, created this, we have to make entertainment out of reality. It's just to report the news. You don't have to make entertainment out of it. You can just report the news just like it's always been done since Walter fucking Cronkite and before. You report the news. But they've turned in the celebrity culture, like paparazzo shit, that you're chasing down celebrities in the fucking street and they could get hurt. Like they could run into you, and these people are just like, we got to get that fucking shot. It's monetizing people's lives, their souls. They're like human beings, and you're treating them like commodities, like an item of value that you can exploit by taking a picture of them in some compromising position, or, you know, you bully them into mental illness, like Britney Spears shaving her head. You totally bullied her into, I don't know what the fuck I am, but I know this. I'm not gonna allow people to fuck with me. So you know what? If a symbol of my beauty is my hair, I'm gonna shave my fucking head. And she did it, you know? And Kanye, he went through a mental breakdown, and like daily almost, it seems like he's having episodes, you know? you'll get this fucking 30-minute video of him literally not stopping speaking for a half hour, and at the end of it, you're like, what the fuck did he just say? He's attacking all the people all these people at his listening party, and he's like, you don't even understand the language I speak. Get the fuck out of here. You don't even know me. And he's like, yeah, I'll just tell you this is friggin' Hitler, Jesus, ye, 2024, third party. Nonsense, insanity. Like, but just spitting it and continuing to speak, and he has these people enabling him because he's so rich. So all these people, like, they're worshiping this guy that's literally in a manic episode, and he can't stop stream of consciousness in a manic episode. And they'll laugh at him and just be there and do it because he's rich and they can drink Cristal and yeah. And he can show them pictures of pornography because that was like his favorite thing to do or some shit. Was like show employees pornography at work. Holy shit. I'm pretty sure that's a violation of some OSHA thing or some shit. I don't know. So labor, there's got to be, yeah. That's an HR issue for sure. More than that, I think. You're just showing pornography to employees. That's very bizarre behavior. But I say all that to just frame it and to put it in front of you that that's what's happening with Shanny. She's, you know, you'll try and say that I'm trying to compare her to Kanye or something, and no, that's not what I'm doing. There's levels of celebrity, of course. What I'm saying is the treatment and the consequences of that treatment are the same, which you're pushing people into mental breakdowns. I don't know what Kanye might struggle with, you know. I know what Shanny struggles with, and that's BPD. And her emotions can be very nuts. And this is an insensitive word to use. It's fluid. And it can be volatile. And you don't care, though. And in fact, you laugh at it. And that's why you're going to go to hell. If you find entertainment in the type of stuff that happened like last night, this room and the numbers just make me want to vomit. Because as soon as we were fighting, it spiked to 57 people in this fucking thing. That, to my spirit, is I want to vomit, because you are enjoying discord. You are enjoying seeing a married couple fight. In what universe is that normal or okay? Okay, there's something wrong there. I mean, okay, well, Rev, what about all the sitcoms that people love and watch and the husband and wife are fighting? People love that shit. It's nothing new. I guess that's probably a good argument. You know, maybe it's always been the case that we like to see a fucking wife and husband beat the fuck out of each other in one way or another. You know, verbally. You have the Karen videos. People love seeing this shit of discord. Chaos. Of people acting amok. They love this shit. It is addictive to watch. That's true. I'm with you. I'm not above this. I'm just saying it's probably fucked up. It's probably very abnormal psychology for us as a culture. To be so wrapped up in being offended and then going to somebody and whatever, taking violence on them, smacking them. You know what I mean? That's not society. You know, that's not the way you act in society. You don't just go up to them and you smack them just because you feel like you were slighted. That's not the way people handle themselves. It's not supposed to be. And it's not appropriate to single people out that you think should be singled out for whatever reason and harass them into mental illness. And if they're already mentally ill, trigger them to the point where they're wanting to self-terminate. These are not okay things. Especially if it's for your own fucking entertainment. It's just, I feel like bullying this person that much. But look, the Senate are having hearings on all of this type of stuff, and there's going to be laws. And eventually, for the people that are really egregious, they're going to get their comeuppance with this shit. There's no doubt. The really egregious people are going to pay for something. I feel that. They're talking about protecting kids, on those hearings. Man, it's disgusting. Are you kidding? Why are you allowing any children on something like Facebook? I have zero. If I was Zuckerberg running that shit, I would say 0 children. You come on Facebook when you're 18. Because I'm telling you, you can find anything on Facebook. There's groups you don't believe, okay? You can find anything there. 0 children. 18 and up, that's it. We need to protect kids from perverts and freaks, okay? We do. Because there's way too many unclean, weird fucking minds out there. And you see that shit, fucking Dateline NBC shit. That stuff, okay? We got to protect our kids from that. 100%. But yeah, I wrap it up. I just say, like, Shanny just can't do this shit anymore. And I was part of it this time, and I always hate that whenever this happens. We went a long time. We had great times together, just me and her, no internet shit, and really loving each other. And then somebody gives money, and they come in our life, and boom, we had this. We had a blow up. So I apologize for all that shit, and I love my wife so much, and I really do. She really is everything to me, and I just want to be here for her in the time that she needs me to be here, and I want her to get well. I want her to be able to be with her boys and have fun. But I know one thing for sure. It doesn't include this shit. Like, a happy life is not going to include this. Pretty sure. Unless we're doing very specific things, like doing like paranormal investigation videos, like Rev and Shanny Paranormal Channel or shit like that. I would love to do shit like that. You're not going to see it. Like, we're not going to do it. Because it's been so just traumatic. And literally ruined our livelihood. It literally ruined our way of life. And, yeah, it's a heavy toll. It sucks. But I said this before, you got to look at yourself in the mirror. If you're one of these channels, you got to say, why am I doing this? I don't think you have to do that because you know consciously every day why you're doing what you do. And you enjoy it. You enjoy hurting people. So in that case, you don't got to worry about me. You got a way bigger problem with God.
Todd Malicote donated $24. I just want to remind everyone that, despite what you are seeing, Vaughn is the true victim here.
Yeah, we have to keep that in perspective, folks. Thank you very much, Todd. I do appreciate that. Yeah, this is pretty much done. So, yeah. Let's move to the last segment. The very last segment here, come on. the forgiveness. Folks, again, this is Graveyard Flowers. Thanks to those who went over and gave her a sub. We got her over 1K now. But still, if you haven't, consider it. And give these videos a view and a thumbs up. Usually I don't cover a video so close to someone else releasing it. But since this is kind of the bookend that ties it all together, you know. We have a live stream from earlier today. So it'll bring us all up to date. As far as I know, I haven't checked Instagram. But this is forgiveness, folks. Thanks for being here.
Everything is vanity.
Yeah.
I'm starving.
Yeah, just let people get back in. Hey guys, I'm sorry about that. It just totally crashed. I got a crappy phone. It's just a...
What I'd give for a sandwich.
Yeah, hey, Dissection Girl, what's up? You're back in here. What's up? Yeah, we are hungry, and if you'd like to help with that, we definitely need that. I haven't figured out the EBT thing yet. I gotta call them and figure out what the hell I have to do. I think we just have to completely reapply for it. That's what I think we have to do, so... But yeah, Dissection Girl, if you want to help out with that, man, that would be huge. That would be a very big deal and awesome. Appreciate that. But yeah, don't believe the reaction shit. We're together. Thanks, Ben. I'm hoping, like, all that stuff you got, I hope you saw that. I hope enough people saw Shanny's, what she did live. But this crashed, and it doesn't save the video when it crashes like that. That's so stupid. Like, you just lose your stuff if your thing... Oh, our Cash App? Here, I'll put it in there for you, Dissection Girl. You're amazing. Thank you.
Foots.
We love you. Thank you. You're amazing. Here you go. That's our Cash App. And it's, the name that's on there is an alias. Like, people are always like, why is the name that? It's Shanny. It's Shanny's Cash App.
Yesterday, me and Jason shared a bag of Doritos.
Yeah. She had a nice piece of cheese left that she made a nice plate of Doritos with cheese. And I had the rest of the bag, and then we back and forth. We go back and forth with the cheese doodles. When you get $20 at a time, you know, 19, $20 at a time to try, it doesn't get much shit. No. It just doesn't. You get cold cuts, you want to get some cold cuts and bread, you're looking at, it's going to be over $15. You get American cheese, bologna, and white bread, which, like, white bread now is like $2.
Oh, that sounds so good.
$2.30 a loaf.
No, and forget about finding healthy food cheap. And get veggies cheap.
Yeah, that just doesn't happen.
No.
It just doesn't happen.
No. But I'm grateful we got something in our bellies.
You're bipolar too, Dissection Girl? Yeah, stay strong. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, and I recognize his bipolar.
Yeah, I can't...
I'm glad that I have that psychological experience.
Me too.
Because I probably wouldn't stay with you.
No, nobody would.
No.
Nobody would put up with that shit.
Because a lot of people would take that stuff as abusive, and I'm like, nah, that's just someone's mental health.
I think my grandfather, Davis, was bipolar. Because he would do that shit type of stuff to my grandma all the time, and he loved her more than anything. I'm not on any medication right now, Dissection Girl, at all. I'm not on any kind of medication because we can't find Medicaid psychiatrists to prescribe. I'm going to therapy, but my therapist cannot write scripts for stuff like that. Rev only shouts out women messages. No, I just said hi to Ben. I say hi to.
Stop trying to start fights.
Grow
up.
It just so happens that I think the majority of Shanny's audience is female. You know?
It's Instagram.
Yeah. Oh, you're just kidding? Okay. Whatever. That's good. That's going to be a little tender spot for now. Sake?
Too soon.
Sake the son?
The joke is too soon.
Yeah, it's too soon. Because we just got out of a very big blow up.
And it takes a very long time for me to get out of an emotional frenzy in my head.
That's weird. My hair's coming in on my upper lip, and it's like the lighting in here. It's like Hitler stash style. You see that?
Well, what if it's the little buzzy thing?
I gotta shave that because it looks like a Hitler stash in this light.
You're gonna shave it?
I'm gonna do it fast.
Okay.
Yeah, you can say it if you want.
He's shaving his Hitler stash.
You should probably say a little bit of what you said in the beginning of that video because it's gone.
Okay, Mein Fuhrer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they get that. They'll use that forever if I did that. He's a Nazi, folks. He told you, he showed it, he's a Nazi.
That joke is not too soon.
No.
Making fun of Hitler is it is acceptable in the world to bully Hitler, I think. You know, he is responsible for millions of deaths. So, I think he can get kicked in the teeth a few times. Like on Little Nicky, Hitler's in hell, getting pineapples shoved up his bum. Yeah, he deserves that. You know, you can't say he doesn't deserve that. He deserves that. He's, gross. He's just gross. Ugh. Man, I've noticed something, though. By watching Trump and just seeing his whole catalog of his 2024 rallies and seeing his speeches, he is very much reminding me of Hitler. Because I've read.
Oh, here we go. Here. Mein Kampf.
My struggle.
Anyways.
Hitler whines.
Yeah,
that's the name of the book.
And sort of could persuade them, you know, give them a little spanking on their bum.
What?
You know, maybe that's what we need. Maybe that's what they need.
I got no idea.
Know what's going on. You can guarantee if somebody
cats.
reported that, a psychologist. So
Cats on the couch, folks.
And like,
yeah,
they'd see the trigger point.
Because the person with borderline will say outrageous, horrible things your way that aren't even true.
Are they seeing Gavin Kit Kat?
And the borderline. Yes, they are.
They're seeing Gavin Kit Kat?
They're seeing the Gavin. He's like, I want to make an appearance for everyone and say hello to you all.
Gavin Kit Kat.
I love you all.
He's so cute. Oh, baby. That's better than me.
Yeah,
Gavin.
Yeah, Gavin's more attractive than both of us combined.
That's true.
You know, he's a sweet boy.
He's the best boy.
He is. He's a sweet boy.
But yeah, you just said it in a synopsis.
Yes.
Like you saw BPD and bipolar cross.
Triggered.
Yeah. Cross-triggered.
Cross-triggered.
There's
a show.
Oh my God, with mentally ill people?
Cross Triggered with Rev and Shanny.
Oh my God.
There's our new show. Cross Triggered.
They'll be saying you're trying to get on the coattails of Don Jr., you know?
I don't give a
This
fuck.
show is triggered.
Fuck him. You know how many things his father and him have stolen from people?
Oh my
Plenty.
God. Oh my God. What a disaster.
No, I think Trump's problem with the border crossings and the migrants and the drug cartels is probably because Trump had a bad drug deal.
That's a funny...
He wanted to look for the best cocaine, and they didn't give them the price he offered, and he's pissed at them, and that's why he wants to go to war with them. That's my...
Man.
That's my 2 cents on a man who is a sadistic, malignant narcissist, and why he would go to war with someone.
Yeah.
It has to be something personal. Like, it can't be something like if it wasn't personal, he'd be getting bribes from them.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it's something personal. So, in his fucking mind,
He does live in Florida too, so I think Miami Vice. It's like there's a lot of drugs down there.
see,
Yeah.
his Mar-a-Lago could be a huge like drug trafficking place.
Yeah. I really think that Walty Nauta guy, it's like his inside dealer.
Walty Nauta does not leave Trump's side, man. Which kind of makes you think maybe Trump has a controller, and that's Walt Nauta.
No, oh my God.
He's handled by the drug cartels.
Maybe. I had no idea he was into cocaine in the 80s. I thought,
Yeah.
I know a lot of people were, but I didn't know. I thought Donald Trump was
He
straight.
had to have a rhinoplasty because he
That's
blew
crazy.
out his nostrils.
Mhm.
That's something that Steve-O did.
That's crazy. I did not know that. I thought he was very straight, anti-booze, anti-drug, anti-everything like
Nope.
that. I mean, he's not.
Nope.
He likes pill popping. He likes cocaine.
Yep.
Damn.
Cocaine. No. When you're feeling blue 'cause you got lost in a Sioux cocaine.
Donald John.
When your lawyer is a hobber and she did a slobber
That's
cocaine.
great. She slobbered all over court.
She's alright, she's alright, she's alright. Cocaine.
Donald Trump's shoving an 8-ball up his nose.
That's why Clapton is God.
Whatever. Whatever. People think Eric Clapton is this absolutely incredible artist. I like Tears from Heaven, or Tears in Heaven, whatever. Cream, yeah, they got good tracks. But he's not like, oh my God, he's not Carlos Santana.
He's got catchy tunes. I think that's what it is he's
Yeah,
catchy.
I guess so, yeah. He's real catchy. He is. And he's got a good voice. He's got like a very
Sweet voice.
calming, soothing voice.
Yes.
Yeah. I get all that. So, but Clapton's God? Because I think there's just a lot better than Clapton out there.
Well, yeah. You can't. There's very few people who can surpass Hendrix.
Right?
See?
That's given.
Yeah, and then you got Peter Frampton,
Carlos Santana,
Carlos Santana.
Joe Citriani. Oh my God, he's insane.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy's nuts.
But, you know,
He's yeah, Clapton is in the legends
exactly.
category for the reason that he writes very good shit.
He does.
Yeah. His voice to me is good, but sort of dull.
What, Layla. I love that. That's my
beautifully
favorite.
sung. Yeah.
That's my
Layla's
that's my
beautiful.
favorite Clapton.
That's a beautiful song. Yeah, I give you that.
I got you on my knees, Layla.
It's a good song.
Darling, won't you be my lady?
Who did he sing that with?
I don't remember. I know he sung with Annie Lennox.
Mm-hmm. Why did I think Stevie Nicks for a second? I don't know what I thought.
He probably did do something with Stevie.
Yeah, he done something with Stevie.
Maybe
More than cocaine, too.
cocaine on her ass.
Yeah, there you go. Probably. Most likely. Oh my god. That's just true. Most likely.
Anyway, see this we can do a radio show probably very well together.
Robin, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You would make a great Robin. And I don't mean Batman and Robin, guys. I mean Howard Stern and Robin.
The Howard Stern Robin, because I'm really good at knowing what, like, I'm a good producer of shit.
Yeah, you are.
And I'm good at editing and shit.
Yeah.
I got timing down, baby. I got timing.
Very talented.
Thank you. Thank you. I went to college for it.
Yeah. Yeah, it shows.
Even though I never went to college according to the haters.
He didn't graduate high school, according to the haters.
They don't know my life. They act like they do, but they don't.
Shanny don't even have her GED. You're fucking insane. You guys are crazy.
Yeah. Well, you guys don't have 2 brain cells. You have to harass and stalk a woman for years who doesn't do fucking a lot. So, you know, you can make me into some kind of weird boogeyman if you want.
And that's what it is.
I think what it is they're pissed off still that I burned them really good.
Yeah.
And I still burn them really good. And I'm not even in a quarter energy than I used to be.
Exactly.
That's called brain power. That's something you hater channels lack, because my theory is hate brings stupidity.
It does.
You cut yourself off from actual learning instead of criticizing. You know, there's got to be a time in your life where you take a step back and you ask yourself, is me obsessing about the same woman every day healthy for me? Am I focusing on myself? Or am I spending 8 hours a day sitting there criticizing a woman who barely makes videos?
Yeah.
You really need to start, stepping back and asking yourself, is it good for you? Because I don't think it's good for you, because you guys look really bad at the end of the day. If someone actually notices what you're doing and saying, and then notices what I'm doing and saying, and realizes which one's more evil, and they realize the person who's constantly insulting, harassing, interrogating,
saying you're lying about your own life.
Yeah.
My God.
I mean, one must question, how must someone know about what's going on in someone's life when they're not in their life?
Right.
Someone out there must question, and hopefully that deans them to sanity again, where they're actually like, yeah, these people are full of shit. They don't know what's going on in someone's private life.
There you go.
Duh.
Now you figured it out.
There you go. You figured the secret out. Congratulations.
They don't know shit.
They're just making shit up for views. And what they're doing is slander. And they're gonna have to pay like Trump has to pay.
I pray to Jesus that could happen.
They're idiots. They're just setting themselves up to a really good lawsuit, not in their favor.
Yeah.
So go on, do your dirty stuff. I'll watch you constantly slander me. Actually, I'm not gonna watch. I'll be honest. But you're just given a nice collection of proof that you're malignantly hurting someone and defaming someone for your own personal gains and malignity. So, thank you for the proof. Eventually, there will be a lawyer that comes into my life.
I hope.
In Jesus Christ's name. And you guys are, instead of me paying for your salary, you're gonna give me a nice healthy salary.
Yeah.
Because what you're doing is wrong and it's illegal. So have fun with that. I'm going to peace out. I got better things to do in my life than to spend hours doing something that I don't even really enjoy. I just want my husband to not look like the person I know he's not. It's just mental illness. And sometimes you can't control it. Sometimes it gets the best of you. But I acknowledge it. He's acknowledged it. We both apologize. And we are going to move on. Because that's what adults do. All right. Peace and Maranatha. Thank you for listening. I love you guys. Just stay strong.
All right, there we are, folks. We're all caught up. Pizza marinara. And, as it goes, we covered a lot of shit. Even skipping some shit, but, skimming through here and there. But we covered a lot of shit tonight. So it's come full circle, folks. Looks like Rev got out from under it. Wink, wink. By giving Shanny exactly what she wanted. Making her the centerpiece of victimhood and feeding her attention from strangers on the internet. So I guess at the end, everybody's happy. And I want to thank everybody for joining me this evening. I do appreciate it. Hit the thumbs up on your way out. And we got to get caught up on the Von Helton stuff, too. We got a steak mukbang to cover. Thank goodness for Nats and the Pizza. He's been catching the good stuff. So, folks, stay tuned. Keep your eyes open, ear to the ground, all that good stuff. And we'll talk to you very shortly. Have a good night and a better tomorrow.